Still just trying to work out some of the kinks. All right, let me see. Try not to pull up the, what are those called? The comments. I'm unable to see them from here as I am basically blind. Let's see if this works. Let's see. Okay, so I see myself. I can't see. Let's see. Hey man, how's it going? Oh, nice. Yeah. The Eagle Rare store picks, extremely solid. I got this one in West Virginia on my way down to North Carolina during the summer, and got to try it in the store. It was amazing, and had to buy it. What was the price you got it for? Oh. Uh-oh. Not sure what's going on here, but let me see. $48, holy shit. That is a great rare, let alone a store pick. Yeah. It probably should have 48, yeah, nice price. I'm jealous. I paid like 70 for my store pick. All right. I'm drinking the Eagle Rare right now. Hello, good luck. Oh, thanks. Yeah, good luck to everybody. I'm super excited to give this thing away. Just wanted me to add a home address to my email for YouTube. I'm trying to pull up so I can see the comments from my computer. I'm on my phone right now for the live, and it's super far away. 55 total line. 37 at Walmart's insane. Yeah, I think in Ohio it's 43, and that's like basically just above MSRP. The fact that you're getting it at 37 at Walmart's crazy. All right, let's see it. I wish it would let me see the... Yeah, it's not letting me join the live chat on my laptop. That's all right. Blanton's was 86. Yeah, that's about what it is here after taxes. I think it's $81.99. I think they actually dropped it $1 here in Ohio. They're still sitting on the shelves too. Like I stopped at a store after doing my hunt today, and like seeing them on the counter, and people are coming in. It was like 3 o'clock, and like still had them, and they opened up like 6 hours before that. So like that's like, it's not usually like that in Ohio, especially with everything being MSRP. People line up and wait for this stuff. Like, I got some antiques and stuff like that. Eagle Rare drop today. E.H. Taylor, Blanton's. We just had the Heaven Hill 90th drop last week. Okay. Yeah, it's not letting me join these. That sucks. All right, well, I'll just read them off from here because my laptop does not want to open the thing. All right, so yeah, 500 subscriber giveaway. I'm super excited to give this bottle specifically away. Actually just cracked open the 12 today and tried that. Just recorded my video for that. That'll come out next week. Spoiler alert, not really worth the secondary price. We had quite a few people in here. I'm assuming they thought I was gonna do the wheel right away, but I was gonna wait, talk a little bit, see if anybody had questions, and get started. But yeah, no, that's it. I'm jealous. I'm in a control state, so these are all supposed to be MSRP. So seeing cheaper other places. I'm actually going to Fort Myers here in a couple days, and I've been like trying to see what the scene is down there. I went last year, but it was more focused on going to like spring training games and stuff like that, and didn't really do much bourbon hunting. So I'm like this time around, because I go every year for spring training. I'm a Red Sox fan, but E.H. Taylor small batch old fashioned made up. Oh, I've never had the E.H. Taylor in a small batch. I did do the Eagle Rare in a that's like my favorite go-to old fashioned is Eagle Rare old fashions. That's actually my drink at the wedding, my wedding later this year. And then my fiance's doing a Jameson Orange and Cran. So 2 whiskey signature drinks is gonna be fun. But I mean, E.H. Taylor's great whiskey, and then thrown in an old fashioned, probably one of the best old fashions anyone has ever made. Ooh, the 1920. So 1920 was one of my favorite bottles in the beginning. I had like started drinking bourbon, and I was just like, okay, like let me go to the store, and I saw it was like 60-ish bucks in Ohio, and I'm like, oh, like this is fancy. So obviously whole different now, but that's what I was using in my old fashions in the beginning. I did the Four Roses small batch select and the Old Forester 1920. Ooh, Little Book Infinite too. That's a nice one. I had a pour of that at a bar. I did not get the bottle yet, but I'm sure I'll find it somewhere along the way. Anytime I travel, I have I'm going to Florida in end of February. I'm going to Nashville in March. I have my bachelor trip in May, and then I'm going to Europe in August, and hopefully New York or Chicago at some point. Trying to also do I'm doing all 30 baseball stadiums as well, so it's really nice to be able to do that because I'm also going to be able to bourbon hunt anywhere I go. I think I'll probably just chit chat here for like the first 10-15 minutes, wait for more people to show up, and then start shuffling the wheel and to Pittsburgh yet. I've not bourbon hunted in Pittsburgh, ish. So I play rugby and went to Pittsburgh for a game back in the fall. I didn't get to too many stores, didn't record it, just ran in. I didn't have a lot of space, or time, honestly. But I'm only like hour and a half away from Pittsburgh. Here I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. Dallas Fort Worth, nice. I flew into that airport once, and it was huge. But no, I'm definitely want to go to Pittsburgh to bourbon hunt. I've been to PNC Park, and that is one of the best parks in the entire MLB. I've been to like 15 now. One of my favorites. I'm like I said, Red Sox fan, but yeah, I got to watch Albert Pujols' last major league home run there, and got to see the Red Sox play there. Cheers from Chicago. Yeah, hopefully going to Chicago sometime this year for work, and then hopefully be able to bourbon hunt while I'm doing that. Yeah, you're from PA. My mom's family's from PA, so like they're all Yinzers. I'm a Steelers fan. I'm a Steelers fan living in Cleveland. I'm a Red Sox fan. When I was growing up, my baseball team, my little league team was the Red Sox, so started being a big fan of Red Sox. Oh, you live in Texas now. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping to get down there to, I think it's Arlington where the Rangers play. That's one of the stadiums I still have to hit. I'm leaving Houston for last. I don't like the Astros. Yeah, no, big Steelers fan, big Red Sox fan, and I was a bandwagon Cavs fan, 8 years old when LeBron got drafted, because I was like, no way this guy's going to be anything less than the best, and not the best, but Michael Jordan will always be number one. Don't come out to Washington, lose an extra. Oh yeah, so I've seen a lot of videos from Washington. I've heard a lot of people talk about the taxes. It's insane. Let's go Pirates. Yeah, R.I.P. Bill Maz, man. Greatest home run of all time, 1960 World Series, hitting a walk-off home run against the Yankees. Hate the Yankees, fuck the Yankees. Sorry to anybody who's a Yankees fan. As a Red Sox fan, I legally have to hate them. Walk-off home run to win it 10-9, Game 7, the only ever walk-off Game 7 home run ever. Come on, we'll do some hunting. Yeah. What's going on, Bourbon? Yes. Welcome, welcome. Now, be late, man. I was trying to wait like 15, 20-ish minutes trying to get more people in here, but seems like conversation's picking up. This is nice. North Dakota's tough for allocated bourbon. We travel 3 to 5 hours. Wow. What kind of stuff do you see out there allocated wise? Like, do you get like the Buffalo Trace stuff, or like, do you see, I'm sure you probably see BTAC every so often, but it's probably like $1 million for a old RIP 10 year. Congrats, yeah, achievement. 500 subs is insane. So I just started this channel to talk about whiskey. My fiance was getting sick and tired of me talking to her about whiskey all the time. So I was like, screw it, let me start a YouTube page and just talk about it. And it's definitely been insane. Let's go to Austin and see Still Austin. What's great is my real name is Austin. So big fan of Still Austin, and definitely need to go to Austin to go to Still Austin. One of my favorites. I know I did a this or that, choosing between that or Antique 107, and kind of got the short end of the stick, but I'm trying to find like the blue corn, the red corn, pretty much anything else from them. Like, it's scarce here in Ohio. You get like the regular bourbon and the regular rye, and sometimes like the cast strength rye, but not much else. But got a hold of a Fitzgerald 11-year. Oh, down there in Kentucky, that's insane. MSRP or secondary pricing for that old Fitz 11. That's one of the ones on my list to try to find. Like the 9 years, insane. 149. Oh, yeah. There you go. You won. Yeah. Yeah. That's a crazy price. That's all you see of this all. Yeah, and so like everybody's trying to find like the Tanager, which I believe probably not even in stores anymore. Blue and red corn is going to change this year. Going to be a 4-year age thing instead of 5. Oh, it's either a 5 or a 6. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, the Still Austin stuff is young, so they must have not made enough. Didn't think it was going to be that popular, so now they're going to have to let that age a little more. Getting into a New Riff myself. So I have an unfair opinion of New Riff because the only New Riff I've really had was the 8-year, and I did not like it. I tried and I tried and I tried, and it's a little better than what I had in the beginning. Like, it's getting a little better. I'm warming up to it, but I need to start trying to find some of those cool releases they do, like the Winter Whiskey or anything like that. Like, they just did a new rye, I think an age-dated rye or an age-dated single malt that I would love to try to find. But yeah, I like what New Riff is doing. I just don't know if it's like to my palate, and I feel so bad because I'm like, everyone's talking about how good New Riff is, and I'm like, it wasn't even a line. Should have drove down to Florence. I think it's like 3.5, 4 hours away from me. Oh, none in your area. Texas Heat takes care of this. Yeah, because you can like flash age that thing. Like 2 years down in Texas is probably like 4 to 6 years in Kentucky. That is heat. Yeah, it is no joke. Last Nancy pick was 7.5 years sold out that day. Wow. Yeah, I heard about that. Jeez. Yeah, no, I need to get down there. I see all of like their little Facebook video posts or whatever of like sitting down with like your girlfriend and then like she doesn't want whiskey, so like you're like, oh, can I get something else? And then like it replaces the girl with somebody who actually drinks whiskey. I love what they're doing. It's still Austin. Just seems so great. Is that Iron Root Distillery makes some damn good juice as well? Is that down in where's that at? Texas? Iron Root? I've never heard of Iron Root. Yeah, here in Ohio we have Watershed, and like Watershed is amazing. They just last year did an 8-year rye at like 120 something proof, and it was a lottery. Did not get it. This year they're doing a 9-year rye hazmat, like 143.2 proof. I'm super excited. See, you won. Your wife enjoys it just as much. Like I get my fiance to try here and there. Like she likes she'll do like a Kentucky Mule, and I'll like get her to try other. Like I'm trying to like introduce like different cocktails that she'll like, and then eventually hopefully get her into it. But Louisville, Texas. Yeah, I need to get down to Texas. I would love to hunt down in Texas, go to a couple of distilleries. Like that Texas whiskey stuff has been amazing. Everything I've tried. I need to get to Kansas City as well. I want to go see Reiger. I like their stuff as well. Some of the best like underrated whiskey right there. And then like still Austin is like, I don't want to say like it's not rated. It's still underrated. I feel like not a lot of people like recognize that still Austin is like a giant in the bourbon world now. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, no, she's still on cocktails, my fiance. So like, yeah, the closest she gets to neat bourbon is pouring my blinds. So that's about as close as I can get to her. But every time I open up a new bottle or like I take a whiff and I'm like, oh, like this is a great nose, I have her try to sniff it, and she's like pulling notes and stuff. So she's getting there. Like it's like a slow thing. She's more of a wine person, more of like those cocktail drinks, like high noons and stuff like that. But let's see. We're taking a 3-hour trip Friday. Hopefully we score something. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. 2025 is so good. Yeah, I've seen so much about that Tanager, and I'm like, I'm so jealous because I was like, I wish I lived in Texas because I'd be going. Whoa, 20 hours? That's insane. What's the MSRP on the Tanager? Yeah, I was looking into that Tanager, but like I can't even find it on the secondary market. It like a couple people in Ohio went down there 150. Yeah, it sounds like it's worth it. Yeah, definitely patient. I think the longest I've waited in a line may have been like 5 hours, and it wasn't even for anything that good. Ohio, like you have to wait in line for allocated bourbon. There was a guy who waited, I would say like 14, 15 hours for a Russell's 15 at MSRP. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I drag my fiance to drops too, like as many as I can. Ooh, Elmer T. Lee. Hopefully you got that at MSRP. I mean, even MSRP is crazy. Going from like, I think it was like $40 and then to 60, now to like 80-ish. I'd pay 80 for Elmer T. Lee because I never bought it at 60. So I only know it at that 80 MSRP, and it's definitely worth it. But yeah, this week I gotta. Oh yeah. Hold on. I love that you mentioned Dickel 15 because these are some of the best whiskeys ever. So I got two 15-year single barrels. This one I believe is, let's see, this one is 17 years and this one's 18 years. Amazing. $65? Insane. Dickel is insane. 107 after tax on the Elmer. That's not too bad. That's just a little bit of a markup. People are selling that for $400. Standing in line for hours and then paying more than MSRP for a bottle. Yeah, no. If Ohio wasn't MSRP, I would not be waiting in line for these. I would basically just be like, yeah, I'll pay a little bit of a upcharge for somebody who waited in line, and basically paying someone to wait in line for me. That's insane. I didn't know that Dickel, they closed? I thought they were owned by, like, they had a parent company. I hope they didn't, because if they did, I'm going to be buying up as many of those 15 years as I can. Yeah, Ohio's great when it comes to the fact that I don't have to overpay for bottles as long as I wait. And honestly, like, some people were like, oh, like, you wait in line, like, you're only saving a little bit of money. For me, I talk to people. Sometimes I'll just sit on my phone and watch some videos, catch up on some of my videos that I haven't watched, or just, like, researching into other stuff I'm looking for. 65 after tax. Yeah, that's just about what I paid for mine. I think mine was like 70 after tax in West Virginia. And like I said, he let me try it in the store, and it was amazing. I don't know if he was allowed to let me try it in the store in West Virginia, but I did, and it was amazing. Yeah, it's one of those honey holes. I won't mention the store. Basically, I don't want anybody to get in trouble. Same reason like that video I posted today for my bourbon hunt, talking about like the trade that I did for the Eagle Rare 12. I went to a store in Cleveland area. They let you cycle through the line. So if you're there early enough, you get what you want. You go back through the line, you're able to get whatever. In Ohio, it's one of each bottle per day per transaction. So like technically I got more than what I was supposed to get. So I try not to mention the store. I don't want them to get in trouble, and yeah. Yeah, the culture is insane. Like, everybody's just so nice, and everybody just wants to sit there and talk about whiskey, and that's like the best part about it. Like, you just meet so many people who also just enjoy whiskey, and it's insane. Weller's hard to find in Arizona. Like, all Wellers, or just like we get CYPB and single barrel once or twice a year. We get Weller 12 like 2 or 3 times a year, and then we get Foolproof just about the same. They always do like a store pick, or I wouldn't say store pick, but barrel select for Foolproof every year. 24 hours to score an Eagle Rare 17 for 400. Well, I mean, technically, if you think about it, 24 hours, that guy saved $800-ish for 24 hours. That's worth it. And I'm sure there were other people in line that he was talking to, enjoying his time. They're coming back, though. Oh, cool. Those cigar blends? Yeah. Some of my, I wouldn't say some of, but my favorite cigar blend that I've had so far is the Short Barrel. I cracked this open at a friend's wedding, like the night before, and then the day of I was drinking it too. This thing is insane. I know it's sourced, but Short Barrel, I like what they do over there. But yeah, no, love the cigar batches. They're mostly all just like wine cask finishes, but like they do it so well. All Weller. Damn. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where the closest is to you. That Weller, like Texas is like pretty far away, but like Texas and Oklahoma, Georgia, and Ohio are all pretty much like heavy in Weller. 5th gen Shiner that makes that on the side. Whoo! Nice. Just pick Kentucky straight bourbon small batch 90 proof from Sam's Club. $17. Wow. I mean, $17 for a 90 proof small batch anything. And they probably got it from Barton. If I had to guess, is probably because that's like the cheapest place to get it, to source it from in Kentucky. Stag Junior for $175. That's way too. I know like people like Bruzel will say like, oh, I'll pay $150 for a Stag. I think the most I'd ever pay for a Stag, maybe 110-ish, 120 max, if it was like a batch I was looking for. 175 is insane. I feel like the Stags are overrated, and people might hate me for saying that, but like I think like their MSRP is such a great price point. It's just younger stag, and it's just like it's all right. Yeah, it's from Barton. Yeah, Bourbon and Beyond in Kentucky. Ah, is that the one that's in September? AOTS. You're gonna have to help me out on what AOTS is. Wheel Horse Cigar Blend is so good for 45. Ooh, where's Wheel Horse at? I'm assuming it's a Texas. I'm gonna have to. Shit, I'm gonna have to write all this down. Me. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to find like as many new bottles as possible, and that's what I like about this too. Is like I'm gonna continue getting recommendations, and I take these things to heart. Like if you guys tell me something's good, I'm gonna be trying it. Let's see, Wheel Horse cigar. Yeah, I passed. Are those Elmers really that hard to find? I wouldn't say they're super hard to find, especially with like Buffalo Trace kicking up their production. You're gonna start seeing more. The problem is that if you go to a state that's not controlled, they're gonna be trying to sell that thing for like $200 to $400. Art of the Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking these up. Got it at Goody Goody Liquor. Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna be checking all of those out. Anything you guys recommend me, I'm gonna be trying. Like I said, I'm here to try as many different whiskeys as I can, and like there's not enough days in the week, so I try to only drink like 3 days a week, and I kind of limit myself. So like most of my videos I record in like one show, like one day, as many as I can to try to like not drink every day. But yeah, down there in Texas, yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be real good. A lot of people don't like that like heavy heat, like short aging, but like I think Still Austin does it really well. And there was another Texas whiskey I had that I bought here, somehow gets distributed in Ohio, which is really hard to get into Ohio, but I love what it does to whiskey. Oh yeah. So I'm a Penelope fanboy, sort of. So pretty much anything that I've had from Penelope has been great, except for the Havana because I don't like the rum. But yeah, no, I grabbed that from a store in Myrtle Beach at MSRP, and like their MSRPs are insane. Like they $90 for a Penelope is crazy. It's MGP sourced, so it's not even like crazy amazing whiskey. Like it's just MGP, and it's not even high age stated either. So like I get like the 10-year estate collection from Penelope is amazing, worth $90. But yeah, planning to go to Cincinnati soon. Any shops that you? Yeah, pretty much any. I believe there's like a Kroger down there. I don't know if Pit Stop is Dayton or if it's Cincinnati. But if you go to ohlq.com, you can see what any store in the area has at any time. So that's what I usually use to be like, okay, like let me see what store I'm gonna go to for the drops, because they'll load it in like the morning of, and I'll just like get up and go to a store that has what I want. Yeah, 2 days off a week just to be sure. Havana for 90, batch 2. Yeah, that's a great price for it. I think I got my Havana at MSRP, my batch 1 Havana at MSRP. I got my Rio at secondary. And I like the Rio a lot more. The Havana, if you like the rum finish on it, it would be amazing. Like the whiskey itself is good. I just don't like the rum flavor. The rum stuff on the palate's insane. Orphan Barrel Woven Honor 18. Yep, yeah, I have one on my shelf. My buddies love it, and like so every time they come over, that's what they drink, and like it's good. I didn't like it at first. It just wasn't like I didn't know, like I was like it's not too great. It's not what I thought it would be, and then as I've gotten into it a little more, it's only gotten better. What's going on, Joe? Havana batch 2, total $173 is insane. See, I'm gonna need to go to a Total Wine. I wish I could film in a Total Wine. I went in Myrtle Beach to a Total Wine, and I was not allowed to film. They do not like it. Olfit 7, 120. Ooh, yeah, I bought mine at 100. My first one, and then my second one at MSRP. I just like stopped on my way to rugby practice, and they had it. I think it was like $65 here in Ohio. But I mean, if you haven't had it, I mean, like there's quite a bit. Like I'll spend a little bit extra for a bottle I can't find just to be able to try it. Because I feel like even if I wanted to try it, like I'd probably go to a bar or like a bourbon bar kind of vibe and like spend money on a pour for me to try it. Goody store pick for 50. Ooh. Yeah, I need to get more of these Eagle Rare store picks. I feel like the store picks, like Eagle Rare 10 is so good. One of my favorites. So like these store picks can get insane. Love them. But yeah, like I said, like this is the bourbon at my wedding. We have a case, well, 2 cases technically. This is a case of Eagle Rare, is 6. So we have 2 cases of Eagle Rare for my wedding, and like I'm hoping most people stay away from it so I can keep all of the bottles for myself. But I'm assuming most of it's gonna be gone. But yeah, no. Okay, we're at about 33. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start the wheel now. I feel like, we got a nice group going. Might as well just do it now. And then I'll do like, I have some extra little handshakes of like E.H. Taylor small batch, Weller 12 year. And I also did like a little infinity blend that I'll include. So I'll do like 4 extra handshake giveaways. All right, so we got a little wheel here. 84 names, by the way. So appreciate everybody. Is that your bottle? And we'll see you're on here. I think you're, yeah, right there in the middle. All right, I'm gonna shuffle up 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna spin this. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, Michael Crib 7205. Let me write that down. Michael, if you're in here, if you're not, I'll get a hold of you, but we will see. All right. Let me write that down. So before I start doing the other handshakes, I'm going to show you what I'm giving away for the next giveaway. I'm going to keep doing giveaways like at every like milestone. So I'm going to do the next one at 1,000, and that's going to be the E.H. Taylor small batch. I'm going to try to keep going bigger and bigger. So I think at like, if I do like 2,500 or 5,000, it'll probably be like an Antique 107 or a Stag Junior. And I'm gonna keep climbing. Eventually, like getting up to like, Pappy's. Like if I ever make any cent from this, like every penny will go to just giveaways, because like I'm not here to make money. I have a job that I enjoy. I'm decent at it, makes decent money. So no reason for me to try to make money off of YouTube. I really just want to talk and discuss whiskey. So at 1,000, I will be giving away the E.H. Taylor small batch. And then hopefully sooner rather than later, the quicker I climb, the quicker I get to give away these bottles. My fiance will be excited for me to start getting rid of some of my unopened bottles here because I have way too many. But yeah, that'll be the next giveaway. So at 1,000, which is, we're already almost at 600. I'll be giving away that E.H. Taylor small batch. So, and then this live will be posted for everybody to see after. So, all right, let's start doing some of the little handshakes. So we got a little Weller 12, and then my little Infinity blend, which I think includes Weller 12. There's like 20-ish. I have a list somewhere. So Michael has been removed. He's already won a bottle. He does not get to try to win one of these handshakes. I'm hoping somebody in the live gets to win this because that'd be nice. All right. AJ Kret, 4862. Can I copy and paste? I cannot copy and paste. I'm on Edge right now, so like, I hate Edge. All right, AJ Kret, 4862. All right, let's remove him. Send these down, and these will be shipped out hopefully soon. As soon as you guys get me your information, whoever wins, these will be shipped out. I already have the packaging ready to go. I just have to package them up. All right, the next Weller 12. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Next Weller 12 handshake. Cade Jordan. Having fun either way? Hell yeah, man. I'm having fun, dude. I love giving away whiskey. I love talking whiskey. So this has been insanely fun. I need to start doing more lives instead of just like doing nothing. Like, I love these. All right. Cade Jordan, get with me. I'm going to respond to the comments of the people who won. Tell them to email me and hopefully get some addresses quicker. I think Thomas Sanderson won my Weller Special Reserve. I've been waiting for him to email me. It's just been sitting here waiting for him. All right. We'll do the E.H. Taylor small batch and little Infinity Blend handshake next. And again, that'll be my next giveaway at 1,000. We'll probably do some other handshakes and maybe other smaller bottles as well too. Gradient, congratulations, you won a little E.H. Taylor small batch handshake. All right, and then last but not least, the other, or I guess you should say the last Weller 12 handshake. Again, hopefully somebody in here nope. Z Davis, Lax 23. $70. All right, Z Davis, Lax 23. I feel like nobody in here has won. All right. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. Where's this at? There we go. So I got a couple extra here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin this wheel, and only people who are in here will win this. So if your name is picked and I don't see a comment after, I'm going to remove you. We're going to spin this up until somebody actually in here wins. I feel like all 4 people who won are not in here, and I would like to see someone in here who wins. So you get a Shanks 2025 handshake and a Weller 12-year handshake. Who's won so far? Michael, someone, let me check the list. All right, Nick, UZ9TGF. You got like 30 seconds. If you're not in here, I gotta spin again. So Michael Cribb won the Eagle Rare. AJ Kret won the Weller 12 handshake. Cade Jordan won the second one. Z Davis Lax won the third, and then Gradient won the E.H. Taylor single barrel or small batch handshake. All right, Nick is not here. Nick, you are being removed. I'm sorry, man. I wish you were here. I just wanted to make sure somebody in here won. I mean, you guys have been sitting here with me for like 40 minutes, so it's only fair. They had their chance. All right, 4 minutes for peace, man. I saw he commented on a bunch of stuff. You got like, I'm going to give 15 seconds now that we started rolling a little quicker. Never seen a Weller at all. Wow. Maybe for the 1,000, I'll do an extra like Weller Special Reserve or something like that. Like throw in a little bit of Weller, do some Weller 12, Weller Foolproof, Weller a CYPB like handshake for the next giveaway, something. Dang. Yeah, I want to do like little handshake giveaways for every giveaway as well. Just because I feel like that's the best way to get as much whiskey out to people as possible. All right. Joseph Menard 235. Feel so bad, Joseph. Donahue in here. Super close. Oh, 4 minutes for peace, man. Hey, you joined at the wrong time. Oh, wait, no, you're in here. Oh, shit. You know what? I feel so bad. All right, 4 minutes for peace. These are yours. You are in here. I totally could not see. You are good to go, man. You just won a handshake of Weller 12 and Shanks 2025. So sorry, man. Yeah, I can't see all these comments. So, yeah, I've been here all good. Yeah, I'm so sorry, man. I feel so bad now. Skipping work Friday just to hunt. I'm going to find some. Hell yeah, you are, man. I definitely feel you're gonna find something amazing at MSRP. Something that no one's able to find at MSRP. Manifesting some BTAC for you. All right, 4 minutes for peace, man. My email in my bio. Go ahead and email that. Send me your address, and I'm gonna get these out ASAP. I'm hoping to get these out before I leave for Florida. So the quicker I get the emails, the better. Or the addresses. All right, perfect, cool. Yeah. So I'll stay live for the next 15 minutes. If you guys want to stay, that's perfectly cool. I'm just gonna sit here, have another drink, probably pour something to celebrate my 500 subs, and you know, just sit here and talk. So, Michael Cribb, this is yours, man. Wish you were here to have celebrated the win. I made it not mandatory because like people have shit going on. Don't want to ruin anybody's Saturday sitting here listening to some random guy on the internet talk about whiskey. What's the 500 sub pour? Well, I was drinking out of the Eagle Rare glass, so I feel I gotta go special. I gotta go big, and it would be the Russell's 15 if it was open. I'm keeping it closed. It's going to be open the night before my wedding. But I'm going to get a little pour of George T. Stagg. On my George T. Stagg mat in my George T. Stagg glass. Yeah, smash it. 14-year Jack. Oh. Better yet, what will the 1,000 sub pour be? Depending on when it is, if it's after my wedding, which I hope not, because that's like 6 months away. I'm hoping a lot sooner. Hopefully, start doing bigger and better giveaways. They're only gonna get better. I'm eventually gonna have to like give away like, BTAC and stuff like that, because like eventually I'm gonna run out of bigger bottles to give away. But every milestone will have a giveaway. So the 1,000 sub will be the E.H. Taylor small batch giveaway, and then I got the birthday bourbon. Maybe I'll do the birthday bourbon. No, then I'll have to wait till June. No, I don't know. I don't know what the pour is gonna be, but. Cheers to 500, guys. I wouldn't be here without you. This has been insane. I love this. Love talking about whiskey. Oh yeah, love drinking whiskey. The whole community is insane. Love it. Pour Old Forester 1910. Have a drink with you. Hell yeah, man, dude. 1910 is so good. Old Forester was like that one of the first distilleries that like I tried, and it was amazing. Got to go in Louisville. I loved it. Cheers. Oh yeah, thanks, man. Oh, tuning in for work. Wow, great to see you, man. Yeah, hopefully the rest of your shift is easy. That's crazy. Thanks for joining during work. Subscribe. Thanks, man. No, I just, yeah, if you want to hear random dude talk about whiskey on the internet, and I'm gonna be talking back. I think like the YouTube Studio app is weird with like if I respond to a comment, it won't give me a notification if if that person responds back to my response. But I try to go back through the videos and look at like responses and stuff. Like I'm trying to have conversations. I think like I'm gonna start doing a live once a week and inviting other people to just join the live with me, just so I can like have other people talking too. Like the whole point of this for me is just to engage with people and talk about whiskey. Are dominated by dots. Yeah. Understand overcharging. Yeah. It's the same way with like I'll say like thrifting. People will start like going to thrift stores and trying to find like steals, and like now people just look up what it is on the internet, what people are paying, and then they charge you. The same goes for pretty much everything. I mean, like if you look at like shoes are the same way. Like people will charge you arm and a leg for shoes depending on what people are paying for it on the internet. So like these secondary markets are killing it, and not in a good way. They're killing it for the people who are selling the stuff. And as a store, you're getting this whiskey to sell, and yeah, like you have the power to name your price, and I get it. Somebody someday will walk in and pay for that bottle that's never seen it before and just wants it. But yeah, paying secondary is killing everybody. That's like the one good thing about control states is MSRP is great. But once you get to like a certain point, like people know when drops are happening. Like you have to be there for hours to get a bottle that you want. Like I had to wait, I think like 4 hours for a stag, my first 25 stag. Insane. But it's just how it is. And like I have a video, I think it'll be coming out next week, about the bourbon bubble and has it burst. Like, and I feel like it's yes and no. Like production is kicked up, but like it's kicked up for like lower end bourbon too. So like you're still getting you're getting a little bit more of that allocated stuff, but people are stopping. They're not buying like the non-allocated bourbon much anymore. They're hunting, the allocated stuff. They don't care about this, the shelfers. And like for me, like Jack Daniel's Heritage, it was one of my top bottles of 2025. And like these, like the shelfers are great. 1920, 1910 Old Forester, fantastic. I went to a store and they had a JD Daniel. Oh my God, $900 is insane. I don't even think that's above secondary. That's like, I think secondary on the 10-year hill is like 500. Yeah, that's insane. Phoenix is overpriced too. Yeah. I've seen a couple of Phoenix videos. My buddy used to live out in Phoenix, and I was gonna go visit him, and he had moved out, but I've heard some horror stories about Phoenix and their prices. Insane. But yeah, no, the bubble has burst halfway. Allocated bourbon is still on the rise, and it's not even like because people are drinking it. It's because people are buying it to sell it instead of just buying it to drink it. I have never once sold a bottle, nor will I ever sell a bottle. I've done a few trades, but I will never sell a bottle because, like, what am I gonna do? Like, take that money? I'm gonna go buy other bottles. I'm not using this as a source of income. I'm trying to try every whiskey, and if I'm gonna buy a bottle, I'm gonna buy one that I haven't tried yet. Exactly. Yeah. One of the, like, I'll say like two of the bottles that surprised me the most of being like 30-ish bucks and being amazing whiskey is Cooper's Craft, which is back now, and the Reiger from Kansas City. I tried their wheated bourbon. Amazing. Amazing. And these things are on the shelf. I mean, Penelope Weeded, somebody commented, asking me what my thoughts are on Penelope Weeded. I haven't responded yet, but I'm about to. After this, I'll go back through the comments that I haven't responded to. Penelope Weeded is one of the best budget bottles ever. Like, if it was on my shelf, it would have made my, top 5 budget bottles. Like, there are so many, like, great options. People think of, like, Buffalo Trace, like, it's like, oh, the creme de la creme of, like, budget bourbon. But there's so many other good options, budget-wise, besides Buffalo Trace. And, like, for me in Ohio, Weller Special Reserve is budget because you can buy it for $30 and it's in most places. It's technically allocated, but, like, really it's a budget bourbon in Ohio. And, like, you don't see that everywhere else, but, like, for Weller Special Reserve, it's great. But, like, I'd buy a Cooper's Craft if I was drinking it over Weller Special Reserve. You need one, I can send one. Need what? I was really impressed by the early times bottle. Yeah. Oh, and people are saying so. Like, if you're talking Penelope Weeded, no, definitely gonna be buying one soon. Like, they're everywhere here. Haven't seen. Have to look harder. Yeah. So they stopped production for a minute, and they're back producing and putting it out. So, hopefully you'll be seeing it more. But yeah, impressed by the early times. Yeah, early times bottle and bond is one of the best budget bottles. A lot of people talk about the Black Tops being the best back when they were under Brown-Forman. Sazerac bought them out, and they're saying, like, some people are like, oh, they're worse. Some people are like, they're better. Some people are like, it's about the same. I've not had an early times yet because I feel like every time I go into a store, there's always another bottle that draws my attention. But I need to grab an early times bottle and bond just so I can try and be a part of that group of just, loving early times bottle and bond. I bet you it's a fantastic mixer too. Like, putting that in an old fashioned is probably great. I know ryes are usually like the go-to, but, like, I love putting, like, just crazy different bourbons into old fashions and just seeing how it plays out. Because, like, the best part about an old fashioned is it doesn't mask the flavor of the bourbon. It kind of, like, enhances it in a way, and, like, it really just plays, like, front and center. But yeah, no, Cooper's Craft, so underrated, and I feel like everybody who tries Cooper's Craft is just, like, singing its praises. Love it. Have you tried Milam and Green? No, I've heard so much about them. I have not yet tried it. I'm not sure if I can even find it in Ohio. I think so I'll like scan unicorn auctions. Sometimes I'll try to find, like, a steal on unicorn auctions. I have, like, a Driftless Glen and a Feather. Oh, I forgot. It's like a rye from Michigan. You can't get in Ohio. So I try to find, like, the lower end bottles that I can't find here. Like, I can find unicorns online if I want to overpay. But yeah, Templeton Rye is fire. Never had Templeton Rye. I'll have to try that. Name the bottle. I can send you one. No, I appreciate it. Keep it and drink it for yourself, man. I love it. I love the enthusiasm. But yeah, keep your whiskey, man. Drink it. And you're out in Texas, so, like, if I'm ever out in Texas, I'll hit you up and we can do a little bottle share. Maybe go hunting together. Split decision just picked up. Haven't cracked it. No, I have never even heard of that. Barrel strength split decision. Let me write that down. So is that like the sort of like the single barrel ones? They have them all over here. Yeah. Is that like a special release from Old Forester? I don't think I've ever heard of that. I gotta go back down to Louisville at some point too. Hopefully, maybe I'll find one down there. I go to Evergreen Liquors every time I'm in Louisville. I guess some people call it Louisville, but Louisville. They have them all over here, yes. Yeah. All right, well, we're winding down here. A couple minutes, I'm going to be getting off here. I got to eat dinner and enjoy my Saturday. Hopefully you guys are going to be enjoying your Saturday here in Michigan. Evernorth gang is putting out some very tasty bottles. I've never heard of Evernorth. Hold on. I'm going to write that down too. Check out Evernorth. My fiance's sister lives in the Detroit area, so hopefully going up there. Just tried Old Dominic out of Memphis. It's 48% rye bourbon. It's a bit spicy, but pretty good. Yeah, so I have the Bruzel Master Blends bottles from Old Dominic, but I'm going to Nashville next month. I'm going to be trying to find as much Old Dominic as possible. I don't think about you being an hour ahead. Yeah, it's 6:56 here. So I do intermittent fasting, so I don't eat after 8 p.m. So like, I gotta go make dinner and eat Bourbon Junkie stuff. Cool. Make sure I write that down. Evernorth Bourbon Junkies. Yeah, I think Bourbon Junkies, is that like a YouTube page? Is that like a group? West Virginia. Yeah, I was in West Virginia in end of June. Happy to be following. Hey, thanks for being here, man. Hey, hope you have a great night too, man. Yeah, it was fun, but I'm gonna start doing these like every week, instead of giving away just talking. And if you're around, like I'll add some people into the live here and there, and just like have whole conversations. Brothers Bond is so good too. I just saw one of those in a store earlier today. I'm gonna have to go back through the footage and see if it like pops up on camera. But Brothers Bond is something I caught on camera. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, I think I knew the Bourbon's Junkie. Scott. Michael Cribb won, and then I gave away some other handshakes. AJ Kret, K Jordan, Gradient, and then Z Davis Lax in 4 minutes for peace. Get the high rye. Ooh, yeah, I used to hate rye. Now I love rye. The 20-year Western Reserve Distillery rye is my favorite rye of all time now. And I mean, just started getting into rye, so it's a short list, but yeah, I've been trying to find some better ryes. Tried some Michter's this week. Nice, dude. Michter's is amazing. Their barrel strength rye, so Sagamore Spirit 10-year rye got me into rye. Michter's barrel strength rye like kicked that into overdrive. And like I still need to start popping up some of those regular Michter's offerings on my shelf. I feel like the straight rye people will say is like the bourbon drinker's best friend of rye. Like your best rye friend is the straight rye from Michter's if you like bourbon. It's a bourbony rye, and it's like the best transition. And I should have started with that for rye, but all good. All right. Well, thank you everybody. It's a great little group we had here, just talking, chit chatting for an hour. Enjoyed it. I think maybe like every Monday or maybe every Tuesday. It'll probably just be like a Tuesday. Just do a live, and if you're here, I'll invite you into to join the live. I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. And yeah, and anybody who asks, I don't know. I'll figure out like the details. But like as many people as I can invite to join it, welcome to just sit here and have a conversation. Because like really, like I said, this is just for me to talk about whiskey. And if you're here, I want to talk to you about whiskey. It's a lot easier than reading the comments. That's a little farther away from me. So yeah, I'll put out some of that information. I'll probably like do like one of those little posts or make a little shorter video or something and talk about it. But I'll get that scheduled. It'll be fun. Do you mind sharing on socials? Yeah, man. I think like I have a Bourbon Recruit Instagram and TikTok page. And then like I'm trying to think of like I'm on Facebook, but I'm not really on Facebook. I use it basically just for like a bourbon group on there. But Frey Ranch 100% rye is next on my list. Dude, Frey Ranch is insane. I love Frey Ranch. But shit. I'm trying to think of what my Instagram name is. Pisano Granite. If you want to follow me on like my actual Instagram, I don't really post much on there, but like Bourbon Recruit on Instagram, on TikTok. I'm not much on TikTok anymore because TikTok stops pushing alcohol content on there, but I'm on the Instagram for the Bourbon Recruit quite a bit. More than welcome to follow me on there. I don't pay attention to much social media. I think YouTube is my most used social media. It's not even really social media, but Yeah, man. Yeah, if you, I should have like a little, I don't know if I have like a link or anything to like my other stuff on here, but might be somewhere. What about X? I have a Bourbon Recruit X. I do. So if you search me on there, that's fine. I haven't used it much. I used to like follow a bunch of like sports teams and stuff like that. Just to go talk shit on other people's pages just for fun. But I think I transitioned that to like the Bourbon Recruit one. But yeah, if you search the same name on here on there, I'll start to try to be more active on it if people are active on X. Sit there and just shoot the shit about whiskey and maybe start making more posts on there. Nice, bro. Yeah, I'll follow you back too. Like I'm not shy of like if you have a YouTube channel here, like, and you want people to subscribe to you, let me know. Like I'll subscribe back. And I have a personal one I'll probably use to subscribe, but no, like I'll subscribe to anybody on here that has a YouTube channel that wants me to subscribe. I know a few of you. I like sometimes I'll hit on the little pictures and be like, oh, like somebody has a would be fire. Yeah, dude. Big sports fan. So Olympics are going on right now. I've been watching like curling. Watched women's hockey final was insane. Men's hockey final tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'll be up and watching, hoping the U.S. just absolutely destroys Canada. But no, big sports fan. Rugby Six Nations is going on. Baseball's heating up. Like I said, I'm going to spring training here in a couple days down in Florida to go watch the Red Sox practice and then the Twins because they're down there. But going to a couple of Red Sox games and practices and then going to see the Twins. But yeah, basketball's heating up. I'm a Cavs fan, so like James Harden has kind of helped that out a little bit. Sad to see Darius Garland go, but we've been on a win streak since we traded him, so glad to see. Football ended. I'm a Steelers fan, unfortunately, so just gonna enjoy my 9-8 seasons with a first round exit for the last like 3 or 4 years. But yeah, FIFA here in Texas. Yeah, dude, I'm a Chelsea fan for Premier League, and then obviously Wrexham is like huge, so like I like watching what they do. But yeah, that was a wild trade to see. Yeah, did not expect to see James Harden in wine and gold, but there it is, insane. But yeah, no, all sports all the time, man. I love it. UFL, Dallas Renegades, let's go, baby. I've not watched much UFL, but it's the United Football League, right? Yeah, I think it was like did that absorb the XFL? I think they both had their own thing, Pittsburgh and Ohio, man. Yeah, my mom's family's all from Pittsburgh, so I grew up a Steelers fan. My dad grew up in upstate New York and ended up being a Browns fan before moving to Cleveland. So, yeah, crazy things. But yeah, no, my grandfather, never got to meet him, but he was a diehard Steelers fan. And then like most of her family are Steelers fans, so just kind of grew up around that. But all right, I'm gonna end that here. What is it? Hornell? I think it's like a east of Buffalo. Old XFL, nice. All right, I can pass. Yeah, that's what a lot of people tell me. It would be like, oh yeah, like you're in Cleveland, you're a Steelers fan. Yeah, my mom's whole family is from Cleveland. In fact, none of my family is from Cleveland. Like I said, my mom is from Pittsburgh area, like outside of Pittsburgh area. And then my dad is from upstate. Well, I wouldn't even count it as upstate New York. It's more of just like north central. I feel like upstate is more towards the Adirondacks. I'm going to a tournament in July, week before my wedding, so hopefully I don't get a black eye or something from not far away from Hornell. Nice. Dude, I love New York, man. I go to Buffalo as much as I can, and then like I said, I go to Lake Placid and Saranac. Try to go once a year for that tournament up there, and it's just gorgeous. I've been to the Finger Lakes a couple times. I've gone to a couple of races up there. My dad was a big race fan, and he would take us there all the time. I'm a Lions fan, that's why we all drink. Dude, I will say I love the Lions. Matt Stafford. It was sad to see him leave the Lions. I would have loved to see him win a Super Bowl there. I was rooting for Jared Goff when they played against, I believe it was who'd they play in the NFC Championship a couple years ago. I think it may have been the Eagles. But I was rooting for the Lions. I want the Lions to win a Super Bowl. I would love to see them win a Super Bowl. from PA. Let's go. Yeah, dude. PA is amazing. Adirondack region. Yeah, dude. I loved it. I loved it. It was just gorgeous. And then Lake Placid is amazing. They did the Winter Olympics there a couple of years ago. Or I wouldn't say a couple of years ago. It was like 40 years ago. But like they still have some of the stuff still set up there, and it was insane to see. But no, love the Adirondacks. I'm hopefully just gonna camp. I stayed in a hotel last time, so I just want to camp and just do a bunch of hikes and do all that stuff. Maybe do some like trail running. I am I wouldn't say marathon runner yet because I do my first marathon in May, but I'm a runner now, so 1980 Marathon Ice. Yes, there you go. I knew it was in the 80s. I didn't know if it was 80 or 84, but I knew it was like early 80s. But all right, yeah, shit, 707. Thank you, everybody. This has been fun. Talk soon. I'm going to do another live and just start doing these weekly. This is super fun. And just talk about whiskey and enjoy having a conversation. So again, join if you want. I'm going to try to find a way to add people in. Yeah, thank you, everybody. 500 is insane. See you at 1,000. See ya.